These are all the parts sanded in preparation for paint. Some of it will be black and some of it will be British Rail red. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of bits and pieces. This doesn't include the boiler assembly, this is just a cab detail really. But there's quite a lot of stuff here. I've run out of paint, so I'm going to have to get some primer for them and then spray them. Funnily enough, the casting clear perspex, they aren't cast, they're laser cut. But obviously when they get the paint and it don't look like that. But what it does do is make the model quite light. So you have to put weight into the model to make it heavier. This is a selection of the electrical components that go inside the tram. I'm charging the battery pack up here in a rather different way where I stuck the wires in the end because I can't find the plug. But the battery charger seems to be charging. Well, I'm sat out here this afternoon cleaning all my parts up, sanding them, ready for painting to put this kit together. Here's just a selection of them and a selection of used paper. Here are two more bits of the tram that I finished. This is the top of the boiler and the two water tanks, which will all be black. And this is the firebox door at the bottom and all the little bits you get with it to, you have to paint and put lettering on and things, but they look quite effective when they're done. Just been testing this speed controller that I got from eBay, where you get 3 for about £6.50. I don't know how they make them for that. And I've been recharging these NiCads that I've got from, which really are for another kit, but I just thought I'd try the old electric motor here, which is connected to this. So I'll just turn it on. Just wait a minute. And it is running. A little light comes on. Turn it up a bit. I don't think I want it going that fast, but there you are. And then just turn it off. So what I need to do is to devise a method of splitting these wires here so that I can take them into a socket, so that when this is in the tram, we're able to charge up the NiCads and without taking the batteries out. And with these speed controllers being so small, I mean, it looks quite big there, but it's only tiny. You can easily locate them in the loco. These are the parts that I showed you, some of the parts the other day for the tram. Now today I've been doing a bit of painting and I'll show you some more in a minute, but I've had a reaction to the primer coat where it's bubbled when I put the black on, just in areas. So I cleaned it all off with thinners and cleaned it all back and did it again. And it did it again. So quite annoyed. I lost a couple of parts on the floor and then I had to paint them again. And so I've painted them actually with acrylic now because I got fed up with it. So this is one of the sides, but obviously this is sprayed fine. And then this is the front. And this is the base of it, if you can see that, which shows how it worked out pretty good. I've now got the speed control of the switch, the gearbox on the tram and the battery that I'm temporarily using all connected together. So let's see if it runs. Yeah, pretty good. I put a bit of oil on it, obviously, just to on the gears and the bearings. So I'll flick it into reverse and we'll try the other way. So that's a success. It's good to test these things before you start putting them in. Also, otherwise you're going to be in all other problems. I'm going to put the rest of the chassis together because it has a chain on it that drives all 4 wheels. So I'm going to put the whole thing together and then I'll show you a video of that running. That's when you start with a few problems. This is the power trailer that I'm making for the train. Well, I aren't making it all. It's a trailer kit. They're only £13, but I'm having to get everything in it so that what you'll be able to do is plug the train into it, and all the controls will be on this. And then if I make another train at a later date, another electrical one, I'll be able to just plug this in. What we have here is the speed controller, which comes through the side there. I'm going to have to just elongate the hole a bit just to bring it out. And then this is the forward and reverse switch. And then in the middle, I'll have this, which is a socket. Well, part of it goes in there. The other bit will go onto the back of the train in order to plug the train in, so to speak. Now I've got these batteries here and in the pack. Well, I got the pack separate, and I thought when I've just put this wood in here, so this, when you put that in there, it stops them moving about. Because obviously I'll have to take them out to charge them. And then I'm going to make like a canopy for the roof so you won't be able to see any of this. So, there you go. This is the Tram that I was making that's now finished. And as I just said to you, there's no batteries in it all, but I've weighted it down quite a lot. So, the two wires at the back here will connect to the plug, and then I'll put some sleeving on this to make it look like it's a water pipe or something. But then if I made another one of these kits, I could just do the same thing and then plug it into the trailer, the wagon. I mean, the thing is, you'll always have to have a wagon at the back, but it's very difficult to get all these pieces inside because there isn't really a right lot of room, so I just thought it were an easier idea. This is the Tram that I was making that's now finished. And as I just said to you, there's no batteries in it all, but I've weighted it down quite a lot. So the two wires at the back here will connect to the plug, and then I'll put some sleeving on this to make it look like it's a water pipe or something. But then if I made another one of these kits, I could just do the same thing and then plug it into the trailer, the wagon. I mean, the thing is, you'll always have to have a wagon at the back, but it's very difficult to get all these pieces inside because there isn't really a right lot of room, so I just thought it were an easier idea.